Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey Vash. Hey Vash, did you see, so I saw the story about like the pre-order for the new chips that are being made by China, and like they're freaking out about the fact that China is pretty much undercutting like Nvidia and all the chip manufacturers in the US. Like it's a whole thing. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Trish. Good morning, Zumba. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Josh. He said I haven't went live yet. Yeah, no. I'm here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, as we get in, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, we have the daily gift goal over on TikTok, which is the love you so much. If we could knock those out, that would be awesome. If you're over on YouTube, or as Sala would say, the Ubity tube, if you could please tap the screen, tap or hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. We should have as many thumbs up as we have people watching. So please, please, please do that. Da, 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 da. Good morning, good morning. What up, One Mighty Pen? Hey, my resistance. Vaz, you said you're checking the story right now, and you should. Hey, Blue Barbie. Hey, Stargazer. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, again, if you don't mind, as we come into the house, as we get in here, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. To get more people in here so we can get these debates going. If you are over on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And yeah. You good? Missed last night? Yeah. Sorry. I end up having a family thing. And so the family thing took longer than expected. And so Solid and I kind of rounded up and made a decision to just push everything back a day instead of hopping on late. So yeah, all good. It's just that there was a family thing. Guys, with sending your daily heart me and knocking out the daily gift goal and all that good stuff, make sure share the live maybe once or twice. Like that's super helpful. But more than actually that, Lobo, W's in the chat, Lobo. I see you 1 month. More than actually just sharing the live, something that's way more important. Can you please repost the live, right? And reposting the live looks like two different things. One, sharing it to your story, right? Sharing it to your story. That way, if you have like friends or whatever who are swiping through, they'll actually see the live. But then the second way that it actually looks is actually reposting it. So those two things are absolutely super helpful. If you can do both of those, it'll draw more attention to the live, right? It'll get more people in here so we can have these debates. Hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. Hope everyone is having a great day. It's Wednesday, but it feels like a Tuesday because Monday was a holiday. So, you know, we're there. Again, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. Hitcom, I see you just joined over on YouTube. Give me a second. We're going to get started here, and I'll get you in as the first person. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's kick it off the only way we know how.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat flyer, mods working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down. Yeah. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearsed outrage, I studied the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boosts and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down. Pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now.
Hey.
Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana.
Welcome in.
Bring your sources or
Please.
bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really
I guess
matter
you can
either
do
way.
that.
You're about to get cooked. You should know who I am by now.
You should. But if you don't, I'm going to tell you. If you have no idea, don't worry, I got you. If you are unsure, I'm here for it. Guys, welcome in, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If we can knock out the daily gift goal, right now it's a little pink heart puffs. Please, please, please. Can we knock out the pink heart puffs? Please, please, please knock out the pink heart puffs. Also, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Let's see here. Hi, Hickam. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I came here at the start of the stream to tell you are doing a great work. Teach this fucking redneck.
Hickam, hi, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, man?
Oh, you sound really muffled.
Let me fix this up.
All
right, you hear me?
Oh, yes. You sound way better. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I came here at the start of the stream to tell you to teach these fucking rednecks a lesson. You're doing a great work, man. The new song is awesome.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm going to drop you down. Guys, I appreciate you guys. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates, guys. Please respect the boundaries of the live. I love the sugar honey iced tea out of each and every one of you, but please, please, please only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We need to have an honest moment here in America, and I'm looking to have those moments. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yes.
Yes, Trump supporter, yes, disagree, or combination?
Both.
Both. Okay, and how do I say your username, or what do you want me to call you?
Gouda.
Gouda?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I call you G, because I know I'm gonna mess up Gouda a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's good.
Perfect. All right, G, we're going to get to it and actually figure out what's happening here. But before we do, really quickly, do you know who I am?
No.
No? Okay, cool. Understandable, all good. G, would it be okay if I give you a quick introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
No, go ahead.
Perfect. One moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly, keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Right now, we have the roses as the daily gift goal. If we can knock that out, that'll be super helpful. It'll push us out to the FYP. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to the little 1-cent gift goals. That'll help boost the live. G, you said that you are a Trump supporter and you disagree with something on the background. Floor is yours. What point do you disagree with the most on the background where you'd like to start?
The point I want to disagree with is that Trump is disagreeing with everybody else in the terms of bringing the country together. I feel like he's bringing the country together.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't say that on the background, but you want to debate the premise that Donald Trump is somehow unifying the country.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we can talk about it. I'm willing to hear you out. Floor is yours. Tell me how Donald Trump has been a unifying force within our country.
Not gonna lie, Doug. I love Santana. I'm a free supporter.
Guys, please don't do that. It's not cute. It's not funny. I don't enjoy it. When you come up here and you do that, you waste everyone's time. I have no interest in going through falsities. I also really care about the integrity of our stream, right? It's really important to me that anytime that we have any type of conversations, it's genuine and in earnest. I hold myself accountable to the people that tune in and who enjoy the stream to make sure that we are not only giving them factual information, but giving them viewpoints from people who really believe in the things that they believe. So coming up here and pretending to be opposition is not something that benefits anyone. It's also super disrespectful to the people who are watching, because you waste their time, and then also myself. So please don't do that, especially if you claim to be someone who enjoys the content, enjoys the space, enjoys the community. That's one of the worst things that you can do. So please don't do that. Respect the boundaries, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Just to run through this, just to make sure that you guys know exactly what we're doing. We're having an honest conversation, and the honest conversation is not limited to Trump supporters. While I may say, oh, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, the actual conversation, it touches a couple of different groups. It does. Republicans stupidity is home. You guys embrace stupidity on a multitude of levels. And not only do you embrace it, you rely on it. Republicans need stupidity in order to control anything. Republicans don't have policies. They don't benefit the American people. They drive off of fear, hate, and stupidity. Period. Yes, the other account down below, that's my backup. Yes. But moderate Democrats, for anyone who thinks that there's middle ground and we can somehow find a way to compromise with fascism, The hell was that? Anyone who feels like we can find compromise with fascism, you're the problem. You're literally the problem. There's no compromise to be had with fascists. There's no middle ground that we can come to with fascists. Now, white men, we really have to have this conversation. And this has been super interesting. White men, you guys are cowards, not victims. And there's so much to unpick that they're being replaced. Some, for some reason, think that everyone is giving something to everyone else. All the white men who, for some reason, think that they are the marginalized community within our country. You guys are cowards, not victims. The one you said they are? Oh, come up here and tell me about it, Bub. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you an invite. I shot you an invite. War_daddy_22. The one. You said white men are. Floor is yours. Tell me how they are being replaced.
I was actually writing another one. Hold on. Let me push send. Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're muted. You can't push send. Just you're up here on the panel. Tell me why you disagree and you think that they are under attack.
I was saying I was agreeing with you. I was being sarcastic. I was gonna say they are, okay. And then I was gonna send one saying
you gotta be careful. Listen, sometimes I get feisty and then it's friendly fire. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yo, no worries, bro. I mean, if you want to argue, I'll argue with you. Shit.
It's all good.
I'm with you too, brother.
I appreciate you.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. No worries.
Yeah, guys, sometimes you gotta be careful in the chat because if you don't make it clear, you get sniped. Because, you know, here we don't do thumb thugs, we don't do keyboard warriors, and we're on your neck. No Kirk. So white men, if you disagree with that point, get up here. White women. We have to have this conversation. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but I think it's a conversation that is absolutely necessary. White women prioritize comfort. It is something that a lot of people don't want to hear. A lot of people try to deny. A lot of people try to pretend as if it's not actually a thing. I'm telling you right here, right now, white women prioritize comfort. And if you disagree with that, come up here. Last but not least, I hope, geez, I want this one to come. I desperately want someone to come up here and disagree with this one. FBA, Foundational Black Americans. You're making sweeping claims based off of skin color. I'm not. That's not how things work. Joey G, that's not how things work. But guess what? I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Bub. Come up here and prove me wrong. The funniest thing about the things that are on my background is you guys think that I'm just saying this and this is just like, oh, this is everything. Da, 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 da. No. What this is the introduction to the things that I have proof and facts for. Literal proof and facts for. Anywho, I'm going to finish the last thing that I was saying. FBA, Foundational Black Americans, BLAGA, Black MAGA, Black conservatives of Black Republicans, ancestors, no matter how much tap dancing you do, no matter how much bootlicking you try, you will always, always, always be Black. And you will never get the power that you desperately want. The power that you are willing to sell people out for. You will never, ever, ever, ever get that proximity to power. You are the weakest link, and you are the reason that there is no Black solidarity. Fucking come up here and prove me wrong. Oh my God, I want some. I want a Black conservative, a Black Republican, BLAGA, FBA. Oh my God, I want them to come up here and prove me wrong. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are in the request and you are not a Trump supporter or you are not here for a debate, then drop out of the box. I am not looking to talk to friendlies. I am not looking to have someone just add in additional context or additional information. I see 3 people that are in the request right now that are listed as fans. And even one person is a top viewer. Colin, Alex, Sherry, All three of you are in the request, and you guys have that fan moniker beside your name. I just want to make sure that if you are here, you're here to debate. So for Colin, Sherry, and Alex, make sure that if you are actually still in the request, you're here to debate. You're here to debate. All right. Let's start with Colin. YXX, you said white women prioritize comfort in what way? I'm curious, please, and I might disagree. If you're curious, come up here. I'll tell you about it. White women prioritize comfort in every way. That's the most important thing to them. If you disagree with that point, then come up here and let's talk about it. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Hello.
YXX, what can I call you?
Call me Yax.
Yax.
I'm meaning to change it. Yeah.
Okay. Yax, are you black?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm Afro Latina.
Yeah, this is not your topic, sister. I'm sorry. I thought you might have been.
No, I'm genuinely.
All good. I appreciate you. I apologize. No, this is not your topic, but I appreciate you're not black, are you? You're black Republican?
No, I have a brain. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I ain't got no beef with you, but I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, have a good one. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Okay, so you know I'm a big supporter of you, obviously. It's not that I disagree. I just do have a pretty nice question. I just am wondering what you actually need behind it, if you don't mind explaining it a little bit more to me. Sure. What do you mean by
2 seconds? So hold on one second.
Yeah,
Mr. Good Coins. Hold on one second. Where's he at? Let's see here. Mr. Good Sense Coins. Let's see here. Come up here, you fucking coward. Hey,
I'm gonna just go in, all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. You got a lot to say, but guess what? If you're not gonna say it with your chest, then you're not gonna say it at all. Period. You can be a fucking coward from somewhere else. I'm muting you for the entire live, but I just sent you a request. Get up here. Massa got you defending the Democrat plantation. Get up here, you fucking coward. I bet you won't. I put money on it that you want. And I know money is your thing because I'm looking at your page. You collect coins. Come up here. Let me collect you. Let me stick you in my pocket. That's what I thought, you fucking coward. I absolutely knew that after you came in here running your mouth, thinking that you were tough in the comment section, not only would you not come up here, because I sent you an invite. I literally sent you an invite and you denied it. That's what I thought. Yeah. Sorry, Jordan. I apologize about that. All right. You have, you said you kind of disagree. You have a question or what? Okay. The floor is yours.
Yeah. I just want to know your opinion behind it type of thing. What do you mean by white women prioritize comfort? If you don't mind just explaining it to me a little more. I don't disagree or agree or anything like that, but I'm just wondering what you mean by it forward.
Yeah, sure.
That's really
Are you a white woman?
No, I'm just a guy, but as a person that does have a white mom and everything.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to know a little bit more.
I appreciate you, but I mean, that's not your topic. Explain it then. But out of respect to white women and the people that I'm looking to engage on these actual topics, I'm gonna decline.
No, you're all good. And do you mind if you explain the white men are cowards, not victims?
Yeah, absolutely. That stems.
Since I am a white man, I would also like to know that one at least. Yeah,
for sure. That one boils down to the group of white men that for some reason think that in this country, in the United States of America, they're being replaced. They blame everyone else as far as the things that other people are getting. And so that's why they hate, quote unquote, DEI. That's why they want to, quote, deport undocumented immigrants. They are doing all of these things because they think that the United States of America is supposed to be a white country, and the white man is supposed to be the one in power. And they're just upset that they're not their grandpas, right? They don't have the overwhelming power and control that their grandpas had. And so since other races, other groups of people, the different gender are starting to make progress, and hell should demand the access to resources that they have, they think that someone is disenfranchising them, and they think that they're the actual victims. And so that's who I'm talking about, those group of white men that subscribe to them being under attack in the country.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, man, I really appreciate that, honestly, and that definitely does help clear it up a little bit. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much, honestly.
Absolutely, thank you.
You have a blessed day, okay, man?
Yeah, you as well.
Appreciate it, bro.
Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and you would like to debate me, guess what? You can. You don't even have to leave where you are. Just click that link that's in the pinned message, and you can get up here and debate me. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, and I'm curious on you've kicked people because they weren't white women, about the conversation of that white women like to be comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that that's true for most white women,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that there is a growing section of white women who are trying really hard to be uncomfortable and to be allies and to authentically work against being racist.
Okay.
So I disagree that it's all white women.
Jen, is that an accurate
Yeah.
statement? Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Jen, couple of quick questions for you. With that point, what does it say?
I'm sorry?
With the point that's on the background.
White women prioritize comfort.
Okay, so just to double check, where does it say all?
You're correct. You're correct. It's not all white women. It does not say all white women, but I just want to make sure that we're clarifying that there are some allies out there that are doing the work to be uncomfortable and not prioritize that.
Okay, so question, why did you find it necessary to come up and actually like make sure that there was some type of nuances that was levied against the actual information or the debate topic that I have? Why was that important for you to do?
Actually, the important part was that you kicked to other people who wanted to ask what your clarification on that. And so that's why I felt it was necessary, because I think there are people out there who don't understand what that means, that they prioritize comfort. And since you were kicking them because they were not white women, and that topic was not for them, I felt it necessarily as a white woman to try and get that information clarified for people.
Yeah. So do you think that you actually got that information clarified for people by you coming up here and telling them what you think about the topic, instead of, I like the last guy that I spoke with, Jordan, he said, hey, can you tell me more about what you mean with that? You know, he tried the white women when I said, oh, you're not a white woman, that's not for you, you're not going to do it. He said, okay, well, I'm a white man, can you tell me about that one? And then I clarified the actual point that I had as far as that topic. So do you think what you did as far as coming up here and explaining what you believe or what you think is actually getting that clarification for anyone who's watching who wants to know more about that? Or do you think that you just explained what you believe that the perspective of the point is?
You're correct. I did not come up. I came up at that very wrong. And I apologize. That you are correct. So I would like you to explain how white women prioritize comfort in your eyes.
Well, I think what we have here is an opportunity to, this is more so something that you and I can continue to talk about. So I want to go back to the question I had. Again, why did you feel like it was important for you to come up here and to explain to people, as you would assume, that wanted to know more about the topic? Why did you feel like it was important for you to come up here, not only try to explain it yourself, but then to throw out the point that there are some quote unquote allies like those things? Why was that necessary?
I think that because I didn't want to come up as seeming as to not, basically I wanted to clarify my structure that I do believe that there are women out there who are trying to not be comfortable. You know, I'm one right now trying not to be comfortable by trying to figure out what that means for other people and to get, I guess I didn't want to come off as being aggressive in the conversation to start the conversation.
No, I mean, that's fine. But do you think that, okay, would it be fair to say that you saw the point on the background, and then you said all when I never said all, but then you perceived it as all, and then you wanted to make sure that there was a line of demarcation where people understood that it's not all, and there are some separation even within the group of white women, and you felt like there was a need to ensure that nuance was explained, and also you made it known that you were one of those white women that wouldn't fall within the categorization that I have on the background. Would you say that all of that happened and you seeing this made you feel uncomfortable to the point where you had to come up and talk about it?
No, I would say it didn't make me feel comfortable or uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
It didn't make me feel either. I just wanted to, I think there was enough questions about clarification. I came up, I'll agree that I came up with my own feelings to start with, and said that who I was, and yes, that was to make me comfortable with not aggressive. I didn't want to come off as aggressive or in a space that I didn't want to learn what you were asking. And yes, it was all about the first statement I made was about my comfort. Absolutely.
Well, okay. And I mean, like, listen, I understand you trying to seek clarity on who you are. Like, I think that's very important, especially when you come up here. And the first thing I said was, hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? And you said, I am not a Trump supporter. And so that's clarifying that you are someone who doesn't align with the right. And so at the very least, I would think that you're someone at some point of the left spectrum, you fall within that realm. And so I wasn't thinking that you were coming up here for an adversarial, like, jousting. I didn't think that you were coming up here to storm the beaches of Normandy or whatever, but I did think that you were coming up here to actually disagree with an actual point, which you did. Now, see, the thing is, though, I still revert back to what happened when you disagree with the point, right? You didn't say, hey, can you clarify this? Hey, I would like to debate this. Hey, anything like that. You just said, let me tell you about white women. And so while you may think that the actual discomfort was only exhibited when you first came up, in reality, every single point of what you said was showing that you were prioritizing your comfort. You coming up here and seeking to clarify a point that's on my background for my debate while not actually looking to debate a topic is literally you seeking comfort. You saw something that you felt like was either inaccurate, something that was not detailed enough, something that missed nuance, and you took it on yourself to come up here and try to provide said inaccuracies or said nuances. Now, the most interesting thing about that is, I don't know how long you've been in our community, our spaces or whatever, but not only do I have certain people like mutuals that I have up all the time, there are some like white people, specifically even white women within our community, within our spaces, that I trust to be able to come up and not only carry any type of conversation when necessary, but to even correct me if I'm out of line or if I'm misspoken or misstating or not understanding nuances or whatever the case may be. So again, I think it's the point that I'm trying to really drill home here is you see to try to set the record straight, even though you weren't coming in here for a confrontation, you felt like it was necessary for you to clarify that it's not all white women, because there had been people who said, hey, tell me about it. And I said, well, you're not a white woman. I'm not going to talk to you about it. Am I mischaracterizing anything?
I would say that it's not that I disagree with the background. I absolutely agree that there are women out there, white women that prioritize comfort and want to stay in that comfort. I know plenty of women that are that way. So I don't disagree with the background. And
would you say that you're one of those women?
I would say that I'm trying not to be one of those women.
I mean, that's an accurate statement. I think that we're all actively trying to be better. At least I hope we all are. And I think that's one of the best things.
I disagree with that.
Is try to actively be better each and every day. But with that being said, I'm not saying do you try. I'm saying, are you one of those women, white women, that prioritize comfort?
Not consciously. If I think about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, I do try hard to not. I guess I don't know how to explain it. Are you
saying that if it's at the forefront of your mind, then you actively fight against it?
Yes.
Okay. So what if it's not at the forefront of your mind?
I would say that I revert back to what my upbringing was, which is about the close village that I create. So my family, my friends, that type of thing.
Would you say that you being able to not prioritize or not consider the plight or struggles or injustices of other marginalized communities at times, is that something that is a form of privilege?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I definitely do know that my whiteness does have privilege, and I actively try to do what I can to counteract that as
Yeah, got it. So would you say that since it is a privilege and you have times where you can like unconsciously fall back into that place of privilege, would you say that that's your ability to access being comfortable? Hey, that was in the chat for Caroline. Thank you so much for the Leon. Let's fucking go.
That is so cute.
Yeah. Would you say that being able to fall back into that place of privilege without having to have the struggles of marginalized communities at the forefront of your thought process, do you think that that is embracing comfort?
I probably a form of it, yeah. I would say that's accurate. I also, I not only try to make sure that I am doing what I can, whether it's protesting or trying to do the work of not being privileged white woman. I also am married to and live in the Hispanic community and Latino community. So I actively see that on a regular basis.
You see what?
I'm sorry?
You see what?
Racism and scared for my children and see how their Hispanic name and their skin color can be perceived as a detriment.
Got it. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people, and I'm going to say this, and I want you to sit in this for a minute while I thank a couple of people. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jen, you're the problem. Just sit in it for a moment. Let me say a couple of thank yous. I'll come back and we'll talk about it. Okay. Got to start over on YouTube. W's in the chat for the Greens for the $5 Canadian to say, who does your theme music? I super like it and I want to check out their other work. Yes. You know what's funny? I was actually having this conversation with him because he's the person that actually created not only the current intro that you guys just heard, the new one, but he is the one that has created all of my introductions, all of them, every single one of them. And he and I have like a great relationship. I tell him, he even watches the lives, and I'll tell him like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm thinking. And there's like this whole collaborative effort when it comes to like what we're doing and how we actually do this. And I had that conversation with him. I was like, hey, a lot of people say like, oh, is it okay if, or can you tell me who it is? And I've been gatekeeping for a while. But I'm not going to gatekeep anymore because I believe in giving people their flowers. And so if he makes a banger for someone else, then so be it. But I have to stop gatekeeping. I want him to continue to grow and get his flowers. So here is the YouTube page for the person that does all of my music, Mon Lee. So check him out. He has a lot of great music. He actually creates all of the beats. He does the singing, somewhat rapping, spoken words. He's absolutely amazing. So I've been gatekeeping long enough, but if you guys are interested, he has his own music and he also makes music for people as well. So there's that. He's super dope. I didn't want to share because I wanted to gatekeep, but I would never want to see him not be successful. I would never want to see someone not get their shine. So W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Just Devin for the $2 super chat to say Trump is bringing people together against him. That was facts. That was from earlier, like absolute facts. W's in the chat for Activista for the $5 super chat to say good morning, Santana dear. Love the old and new music. Me too. W's in the chat for Activista. I appreciate the heck out of you. W's in the chat as well for Jared. Holy fuck. W's in the chat for Jared for the $50 donation. Let's go, Jared. Let's go. W's in the chat for Jared for the $50 donation saying, good morning, sir. Would you ever discuss the lack of care for our veterans and the system purposefully training our troops to not ask for help when they're in need? Yeah. I know I've done late night conversations when it comes to vets. I know I've had that as far as the topic on the background, but I think that's something that we need to revisit. And even more so, like I know Solid and I have been doing late nights with Santana, and it is in kind of parallel to what's happening or the actual racism that exists within the United States military, even for those people who are supposed to be heroes. and how that actually goes. But I think, yeah, you know what? I think that's something that we need to revisit and dive more into, especially the way that this administration has actively attack the men and women in uniforms in a multitude of ways. I think that we definitely need to do that. So Jared, shouts out to you. W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, look up here. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. And so far, we only got 17 new followers on the stream. I know for a fact we got more than 17 people that have not followed me. So guys, please, please, please hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live. Last but not least, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, let's go ahead and get the likes up to 150,000 likes. Also, can we knock out the finger hearts? It's the daily gift goal, please. And if you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Jen, coming back to you. Have you been able to digest in any speculation on why I said that you're the problem?
Yes.
What up, AG? I see you. Sorry.
No. I would say that I would agree with you that to some extent I am the problem, because I may take the experience and my, I guess, closeness to a different ethnic community for granted, that I'm doing maybe better than just the average white woman, that I'm doing more of the work, I guess.
Okay,
and
let's start here.
Take that.
You told me about who you're married to and where you live. Why do you think that was a little bit problematic as far as what you did?
I don't know.
Okay. You tokenize your loved ones. You tokenize the people that you're in proximity to. You were close. You were talking about proximity, but you tokenize the people that you're in proximity to give yourself some type of coverage, to absolve yourself from like being ignorant of certain things. And so when we never want to tokenize like the people that we love or care about, unless you're me. Like I got white friends and I tokenize the fuck out of my white friends. Shout out to all my white friend tokens. But you never want to tokenize those.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, after I finish my sentence.
Sorry.
Yep. You never want to tokenize those people in proximity to you. One, because that's not what they're here for. They're not here to be held up as some type of badge or shield, or saying like, look at me, I'm doing this because of them. And that's counterproductive to not only your point, but to what we people, the people who have privilege, and which I say we because I have a level of privilege as well, what we should be doing to uplift those marginalized communities. So saying that like, oh, you know, you have your husband is quote unquote Hispanic, your children, and then you live in that area. All that's doing is saying like, hey, I deserve a cookie, for lack of better words, because I'm not as bad as other white people.
Okay. I get that, and I agree that I would never want to tokenize my family or those around me, but my question is, when does having people around you in a community that you're a part of no longer become a token, and you actually are becoming a part of that community?
Well, I mean, you being a part of the community has nothing to do with tokenization. Tokenization, again, is you holding them up as a, you know, proven point as why you can't justify said thing. One of the biggest things that I do to ensure that I'm like highlighting marginalized voices and using my privilege to protect like women and people within the queer community and people with disabilities is I ensure that I give them space to utilize my platform whenever it's necessary. I highlight them. I tell people, you know, like, hey, give them a follow. I drive the initiatives that they find to be important. I sit back in their spaces. I listen, I learn, I tap the screen, I support. I go to them. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to learn. Can you help me with this? Hey, I want to spread awareness on this, but I know I'm not the best. Would you mind co-hosting and helping spread awareness with this? So I do those things, but then tokenization would be me saying, well, I can't be sexist because I have a wife. I have 4 older sisters. I have a mother. I let women speak on my platform. That's tokenization. So whenever there's a claim levied against you, or there's a claim that you're trying to disprove, there's nothing wrong for you as far as talking about lived experiences and all this other stuff. But when you say, well, like, I don't do this thing because of these people, that's tokenization. So you being a part of that community, being around and having, you know, family members and all that other stuff, that's not tokenizing them. But when you hold them up to deflect from deflect from you having to take accountability for X, Y, or Z, when there's a claim levied against you, that's tokenization.
Okay. That was not my intention.
Yeah, I understand that. But question, who does intent matter to?
The receiver.
Intent only matters to the person that's doing the action. The intent does not matter to the people that are affected by the action.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I meant. I'm sorry. It's received. The intent is received is not. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. One other thing that I do have a question about as well. Do you know what the difference is between race, ethnicity, and nationality?
Kind of, I guess. I know that there are differences, but to give a definition, no.
Can you give an example? Or how about
one
this?
Of the ones,
can you name what are the races?
Black, white, or Caucasian, indigenous. I think there's like Hawaiian or something Pacific, like Asian Pacific type thing. I'm not positive on the last couple.
I mean, you know a little bit. You're close. I'm not gonna. We'll talk about that in a second. What about? Can you give an example of any ethnicities?
That would be like cultural things. So like being Hispanic, Jewish is I believe an ethnicity, as well as a religion.
It's ethno-religion. It's not an ethnicity. Okay. What about a nationality?
That would be what nation you're from. So like America, USA.
American, yeah. Okay, so you have some level of understanding in which that's a good thing, right? There's a lot of room to improve, but you know some stuff, which is a good thing, right? The white people, saying Caucasian, like that's a whole bag of worms when it comes to specifically people from the Caucasus Mountains, and like all this other stuff is considered a slur. Understanding like the difference between indigenous and Asian, and just like how that actually works. So you have a baseline. So you mentioned when you were talking about your husband and your kids and all this other stuff, you mentioned their ethnicity, but their ethnicity has nothing to do with understanding if they are the ones that would be targeted by racism. Do you understand why I would say that?
No.
Okay. So the reason why I said that is because you can be Black and be Hispanic. You can be white and be Hispanic. You can be indigenous and be Hispanic. So you saying that they're Hispanic, well, that doesn't tell me anything except their ethnicity.
Okay, but they are being profiled and for that ethnicity then.
Well, sort of, right? I
Sure.
mean, the entire premise is, how do you present to the world, right? Race is a social construct that was created for the othering of non-white people to create a free and cheap labor class, right? It's based off of socially acceptable phenotypical characteristics, right? And which, like you said, because the color of their skin, well, like race is not skin color. That's the big thing. And so when you make the point, or you say like, oh, it's because of the color of their skin or whatever, like that's not how race works. And when you talk about like your children or your husband or whoever else, it's how they present to the world. So you could have been saying that because they present to the world as Black people or indigenous people. But if they present to the world as white people, then they still have that veil of protection that other people who are Hispanic that are Black or indigenous don't have. And so while there is definitely there's attack on any type of immigrants, or there's an attack right now on Black and brown people, while they may be Hispanic, if they have proximity to whiteness, i.e. their phenotypical presentation can deem them as a quote unquote white passing, then they are in less parallel, not saying that they're completely out of harm's way, but less parallel than their counterparts that would present to the world as a Black person or an indigenous person. So just saying that they're Hispanic kind of like underscores the fact that like there's differences, and we need to understand who is actually in the line of danger directly right now today.
Right. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. They are not necessarily white passing. And I say not necessarily only because they, when they're next to me, they seem more white than the color. Their skin color is tends to be darker. I don't know how that doesn't make.
Can you remind me one more time what I said race is?
Is the color of, sorry. Please tell me again.
Race is not skin color. It's the socially acceptable grouping of phenotypical characteristics. I think that's super important to highlight and call out, because you can have some Black people that have a lighter shade of skin than you. You can have some Black people that have blonde hair, blue eyes. You can have some Asian people that are darker than me, right? And so breaking it down to just skin color does not actually talk about what race is. That not only, again, is it something that people don't understand, it's something that can be weaponized, right? So like saying, oh, the color of their skin, it's not the color of their skin, it's the phenotypical characteristics.
Okay. So race is phenotypical characteristics.
Mm-hmm. One second. This guy, Chris, said misinformation. Chris, I'm going to mute you first and foremost, but I'm sending you a request. Get up here, you fucking coward. Tell me what misinformation I just levied. Chris, Christian Kaluga or whatever. Get up here and tell me what misinformation. Oh, there we go. Give me a second, Jen. What misinformation that I just spread?
Can I? I need to go.
Okay.
You said there's Asian people darker than you, and race is not skin color. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I've already did, but you tell me how that's wrong.
So if you see a black person and they say they're white, you're just going to believe that they're white because they say they're white?
No, that's not how
Let me
it
ask you
works.
this. What is a woman?
That's not how it works. You're just stupid. Now, lock the fuck in and tell me how that's wrong.
Well, no, this is just the bad thought process by the left. Now tell me, what is a woman?
Stupidity.
No.
I know you.
What is a woman? Can you not answer what a woman is?
What is a woman? Listen. It's your mom. Now, with that being said, I need you to lock the fuck in and answer my question.
Is that supposed to be an info? Bro,
you said that I was wrong. Now, can you tell me specifically how am I wrong, or just admit that you have no clue what you're talking about?
Well, I'd like to be able to talk if you're going to stop muting me. You're calling me a coward, but then
lock in on the point and don't run from what I'm saying. You
and
try
now
to
you're
run
talk
to a
over me.
different topic.
Hey, what is a woman? Can you not answer what a woman is?
I just answered the question. Stop fucking running, you coward. Stop fucking running, you coward.
Anything.
You're running. When you came up here, we were talking about race. You told me that I was spreading misinformation. I said, tell me specifically how. And instead of actually engaging in that, you ran to gender. Those are two different things. You fucking
I'm not running
coward.
to anything. It's just a consistent...
Shut up. Stop running and answer the question. Tell me how I spread misinformation about race.
You're going to keep muting?
I want you to answer the question and stop running like a little...
Well, it's a consistent argument with the ridiculous rhetoric the left follows.
Okay.
Again,
can you tell
you're
me
saying that race
wrong?
has nothing to do with skin color, which is not correct.
No, I didn't say that it has nothing to do with skin color. I said it is not skin color. Open up your ears, bub.
I mean, that's pretty much the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Again, you don't understand things. And so since you don't understand things, you lash out from stupidity.
Okay, so a black person could just say they're white.
Nope, that's not how it works, you donut. What did I say race was?
Explain.
What did I say race was?
I couldn't tell. You were bumping your gums, spreading misinformation.
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay. How about you? Hey, listen, how about this? Take the stupid out of your ears and listen while I explain it. So what I said was race is based off of a social concept. It is the socially acceptable grouping of phenotypical characteristics that was created for the othering of non-white people to create a free and cheap labor class. That's what race is. So saying that race is just skin color does not equate, because again, there are black people that have white skin. There are Asian people that are darker than me. So just saying, oh, they're black or they're white because of their skin, that does not equate. Now, can you tell me where I'm wrong?
So your argument is that white people created race to have cheap labor.
That's not my argument. That's the facts.
That's hilarious, dude.
Prove me wrong.
You know, slavery was before white people, right?
Sure. Now prove me wrong about what I said.
Okay, prove yourself right. How did white people create race? Race has always been a thing.
You don't know who? No, it hasn't. Who created race?
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. Who created race?
Tell me who created race?
Just say you don't know. You
host.
Fucking don't.
Literally,
I
you're
want
on
you
here
to
begging
admit
for
that
money
you
all
don't
day.
know before
What
I tell
a joke.
you. I want you to admit that you don't know before I tell you.
Well, because race has always been a thing.
You're wrong.
Okay,
now,
what's your source?
That you don't know.
What's your source?
No.
What's your source?
No.
Trust me, bro.
That you don't know.
Trust me, bro.
No.
That's your source.
No. No. I know.
And now you're muting. You're
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to not only tell you, I'm going to give you my source. But before I tell you and give you my source, because it's not trust me, I'm actually smarter than you, I want you to admit that you don't know. Unless you do know, then I need you to give me the proof. I don't care which one happens, but I need you to either admit that you don't know or give me the proof to verify.
Here's some consistency for you, Santana.
I don't care about the meta. I don't care about the pontification. What I do care about is facts and empirical data. So either you prove what you just said, either you prove what you just said, or admit that you don't know, and I will give my factual data. Pick one.
You're saying facts, and here's the facts. The left fought for slavery.
My God, yes, the left. Hey, W's in the chat for crazy. Thank you so much for that. That's fucking awesome. I don't care about you actually pontificating about the left and the right. I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't, because
I don't care. I want you to either prove the thing.
Dude, I don't want
to either prove the thing.
If you're gonna keep muting,
I want you to. You can run. I don't care, coward. I want you to either prove. I want you to. I know. You snowflake.
Muting like a.
Shh. I want you to either prove the thing that you said, or admit that you don't know, so I can give my information and we can move forward. So either you can prove it or say you don't know. I'm not going to let you pivot. I'm not going to let you be a coward and run away and try to move on to something else. You have to stand 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Either admit that you don't know, and I'll tell you, or give your proof.
And I'm telling you, tell me. You're not telling me.
You have to admit that you don't know. It's super simple. All you got to do is say, Santana, I don't know. Will you tell me? You know why he won't do it, guys? Pride.
Well, for one, because I'm on mute. So I mean, that's hilarious.
No.
Keep muted like a pussy.
You muted yourself. You literally just muted yourself.
I muted myself.
Yeah, you muted yourself. Lying. I didn't mute you. You fucking.
Now you're lying.
Answer the question.
Crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
When I mute you, boom. I say that I mute you. I have no issues with saying when I do mute you. I have no issues with that. I have no reason to lie. And I mute you because I'm speaking and you won't shut up. So you can sit here and try to gaslight people, but I know for a fact, and they know for a fact, that if I'm sitting here quietly, that means I'm waiting for you to speak. So why would I mute you while waiting for you to speak? You fucking liar, you coward. Now answer the question. Which one is it? Are you going to admit that you don't know?
You're literally lying to all.
Now I'm muting you. Will you admit that you don't know and I'll tell you? Or do you want to provide your proof? Or run. There's always that. You can always be a coward and run. White fragility has no standing here. Right to comfort has no standing here. The fucking meta has no standing here. I don't care about your feelings. I just do not. Either you're going to provide empirical data or you're going to shut the hell up. Period. The craziest thing about all of this is there is nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. The craziest thing about what just happened is that he was ifo facto, or de facto, however you say it, was admitting that he doesn't know, but he couldn't bring himself to say, I don't know, because of pride. The most fragile thing on earth is the male ego. I know, I'm a man, got one. Literally, we were, baby. Literally the most fragile thing on earth. Anywho, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you are a friendly and you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, Ringo. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? I don't think he meant to request up. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Jenny from the block.
Oh my goodness, it's an accident. Sorry.
No worries, I'll drop you down. Someone said that Jenny got off the hook. Yeah, Jenny did get to take off, or not Jen. And I really hope she comes back because like there's a lot that guys, we just got a 10-minute restriction. Do me a favor, tap the screen, share the live. Let's power through this 10-minute restriction. TikTok has been a little bit sensitive. I may have pushed the limit on that one. So I think I deserve that one, but still protect the live, tap the screen, share the live, send any gifts that you can send will help protect the live. Knocking out the daily gift goal right now is the Rosas. That'll help protect the live. All of those wonderful things. Really quickly, guys, something interesting is happening right here. Chat, if you don't mind, give me a second, just a second. Hey, Dad Bod.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. You said June or July?
Oh, July. I was just about to say, why are you here? You're supposed to be on vacation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. I wasn't.
Not until after July 1st. Not until after July 1st. You supposed to take the summer off and come back better. So I apologize, Chad. I just had to make sure I clarified that. I just had to make sure that we were clarifying. He needs to go, you know, work out his mental. I don't know if this person's going to load. I don't think this person's going to load, guys. I don't think this person is going to load. I don't think this person is going to load. Oh. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Okay. I think their signal is really bad. I also don't think that they meant to come up. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Debbie's in the chat for Holly for the $5 donation saying, for the knowledge to be able to educate and start dismantling white supremacy in my hometown, small town, Kentucky, population of 1,500. Also, still mad at you and Brett for making me cry twice in 1 week. I'm sorry, Brett. That one's on Brett because holy shit, that one hit me right in the shoulder plex. But Holly, W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. You are fucking awesome. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything in the background?
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was tapping and I clicked request. Sorry.
No worries. I'll drop you down. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Debbie's in the chat for Marie. Marie sent an $11.11 donation saying, I know you have your principles, but I will happily call this a-hole a little B word. No, I can't say that, Marie. He's going in the jar, and the jar is going in the Alabama sun. It's been raining too. The air itself will waterboard him. That is crazy. I know how it is in the South. Follow up with a $1 donation saying, also tell him his mom left her socks in my bed last night. Marie is diabolical. W's in the chat for Ash over on YouTube, who sent a $10 YouTube Canadian super chat to say, hey, Santana, I very much appreciate your content. It really resonates with me, and I'm learning things, and I didn't know I needed to learn. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you so much. I appreciate the heck out of you. W's in the chat for Ash for that donation. Also over on Twitch, W's in the chat for holy smokes, they've been going off here over on Twitch. W's in the chat for Lana, yeah. Who sent out the YouTube subscription, and One Mighty Pen, who sent out 5 YouTube subscriptions. Let's fucking go. And then Lana, who sent 500 bits, followed by Escape that sent 145 bits, followed by Project 454, who sent 100 bits, followed by Lana, who sent another a Twitch subscription. W's in the chat for Amanda, who sent 100 bits. Manders, dang, who said tokenized white friends checking in. Exactly. W's in the chat for all the donations, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. You're literally going off. W's in the chat for all of the amazing people, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Just like Jennifer. Jennifer just sent a $10 donation saying education should always be free, but I appreciate you for educating me and you giving me a lot to think about. Listen, I could not agree more. Higher education should absolutely be free, but you know, listen, chat, not just for me. I'm gonna say this for all the other Black creators. I'm gonna say it for me because I'm right here right now, but for all the other Black creators that you watch, that you enjoy, that you learn from, that you gain so much from, please remember, Black people labor is not free. Black people labor is not free. So while I will say, if you want to donate to me, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link in the bio, Santana speaks for you. And I appreciate any and everything. Make sure you're showing the love to somebody. Take the time to appreciate any of the Black places and spaces, Howdy Partner, that you spend time in. Don't be active participants. Yes, tap the screen, share the live, send gifts, comment when you can, but also if you can support in other ways, hit those pay links. Howdy Partner. W's in the chat. And if you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Nikki, what are you here for? Howdy Partner.
I am here to prove that Republicans ain't stupid when they want to get rid of birthright citizenship, when they want to support mass deportations, and when mass of them support the 2A. So we can touch on any of those three if you want.
Nikki, I don't think that you're able to prove that Republicans aren't stupid.
Well, how about proving those 3 points are stupid?
How about this? Nikki? I want you, I'm going to play something for you. And when I play this, I want you.
I want to debate. I don't want to listen to your.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to play this. And when I play this, I want you to actually tell me what is the real meaning, what's happening here, and then let's actually talk about it. Okay?
You got it.
All right, perfect. Give me a second here. Let me get Where is it? Hold on. There it is. All right. Nikki, I'm gonna play this, and then I want you to explain the logic behind what's being said here, okay?
Try. I have no idea what you're about to show.
To 2028, Trump 2028.
You want to see Trump run again in 2028?
He'll win.
But would you be okay with him running for a third term?
I have no problem with that at all.
Even if it's against the Constitution?
I don't believe it's against the Constitution. I believe there's other routes there.
And what would those routes be?
I don't know. I'm not a constitutional lawyer.
But if it was against the Constitution, which it is, would you still be in favor of it?
I'm not in favor of breaking laws, no.
Okay. So no Trump 2028.
Trump 2028.
All right.
All right, Nikki. So what you just heard was a Trump supporter who was standing on Trump 2028, right? She was advocating for Trump 2028. And then the person interviewing her calls out the fact that, hey, that's breaking the law. That's unconstitutional. And she said, I don't believe in breaking the law. I wouldn't break the law. And so he was like, oh, okay, cool. So does that mean no Trump 2028? And she was like, nope, Trump 2028. Right? So even though she's already deemed that she wants to see him run for a third term, she doesn't believe in breaking the law or violating the Constitution. She is still advocating for an actual violation of the United States Constitution by allowing Donald Trump to run for a third term. Now, for me, that's one of two things, or actually, I think they're kind of conflated. They're the same, but you can say that's cognitive dissonance, or you can say that's flat out stupidity. How would you deny or fight back and on the premise that that is embracing stupidity?
No, of course it's embracing stupidity. It's unconstitutional on the books right now how it is. It has to be a whole process. It would take like 2 or 3 years to get actually something like that done. So it's stupid to have that idea.
Like what done?
to amend.
Oh, okay, to get a constitutional amendment. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
for
like
states to get involved and for that to be, put on the books. So it's stupid that she is. I don't know where the hell she is saying that, but stupid that she can say that anyway.
Okay, so I guess the question I have then is,
well, see, the thing though it could be possible if they were pushing this like 2 years ago. It could be possible. But how the timeline right now, it's impossible. So like, it's just stupid. FDR he won 4 times. And he's one of the greatest presidents of all time. So
he didn't win 4 times. He served 3 terms.
He served 3 terms and won the 4th time and then died.
Oh, is that accurate? Hold on.
Yes, it's accurate.
Oh, good on you. Holy shit. I didn't realize that he actually won 4. I thought it was 3. Okay. Listen, you actually just proved or taught me something. Low-key W for you. Okay. So understanding that that's unconstitutional and this person is advocating for the violation of the Constitution while also at the same time saying that she doesn't believe in violating the Constitution because the most important thing to her is upholding the law. You and I can agree that that is living in stupidity. Is that an accurate statement?
100%.
Okay. Perfect. So that's number one. Okay. So I want you to listen to this, and then we're going to talk about this one.
We live in a very different world, and I just don't think we've had other presidents who've been willing to see the threat and address the threat of Iran. And so I think opens up, you're going to see prices come down immediately. You saw yesterday energy prices came down below $100 a barrel. I think we're at 93 this morning. Don't quote me on that, but I was looking at it, I think it was like 92, 93 for Brent crude. So we're in a good place.
We see the price of crude going down significantly recently, but when could we see that at the pump? Especially now we're getting into that summer blend gasoline. 90% of Americans take road trips for their summer vacation.
Well, first of all, we want to encourage all Americans to take a road trip, whether you're going to go 2 hours or 2 days. To see your country. Everyone should come to Philadelphia, by the way. This is where it all started. Great history here. So if you're thinking about a summer road trip, come to Philadelphia. But it's interesting the way gas stations work. When prices go up per barrel, you see that the next day the price at the pump goes up. And as prices go down, it takes a little bit longer to ricochet through lower prices at the pump. That's the way they operate. But again, we have a lag time of probably a week to 10 days when you see a price per barrel go down to see prices reflected in the pumps across the country.
Are you?
Okay, so that was Sean Duffy, Energy Secretary, right? Who that was over a month ago, but at that time was saying like, oh, give it a week, gas prices are going down. Now we know for a fact that gas prices did not go down. We also know for a fact that when we talk about the actual war, the reason why gas prices went up was not because, oh, this is something that just happens or blah, 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 blah. It's literally because the president of the United States engaged in a conflict, an actual war that was not something that we had to be in. It was not necessary. And he is the direct reason why gas prices skyrocketed. So with Sean Duffy, there's 2 things that I think is possible here. Either he is stupid, just flat out, and doesn't understand how things work, which I think that would be a little bit disingenuous to believe that the Secretary of Energy doesn't understand what's happening, or he's weaponizing stupidity in order to give Trump supporters and other people some type of belief that, oh, well, gas prices are coming down. This isn't as bad as it looks, like things are going to be okay. So, Nikki, my question is, which one is it for Sean Duffy, or do you just defend that?
He's another yes man, same as every single person that's in the administration right now. They're just all yes men. They all just say whatever the hell Trump wants them to say. If you want me to speak on the Iran war,
no. I want you to speak on what was being said by Sean Duffy.
No. He's simply just a yes man.
Okay,
he
so
says wherever the hell.
So
his
he
boss
was
wants him to say.
weaponizing stupidity to perpetuate some type of false narrative.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, Nikki, this is the last one. And I want you to tell me what you think about this one.
He is a president of peace. So this is to bring peace in the area. When this gets taken care of, it's going to be peace. And it's what I believe. I'm on Truth Social. That's the only social media I do. And I believe that he's going to have, bring peace, and it's going to be very short. And he's got a plan. He's a genius. And we trust President Trump. All of us trust President Trump.
Okay. So, Nikki, the idea that Donald Trump is doing this because of quote unquote peace is, one, not accurate. Two, he threatened to genocide 92 million Americans. Three, he is actively said that they wanted to take out bridges and roads and waterways and resources that would actually directly impact the civilians more so than the Iranian government. And at the same time, while stating that he has a plan, he actually literally has proven that he not only does not have a plan, but he is out of his depths when it comes to what's actually happening currently with the conflict. I'm going to show you something really quick, and then I want you to tell me what you think.
Let me.
This. Well, it ties in. It ties in. I'm still I'm going
to. It's the Iran war. If the Iran war.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds though. It ties in. So this is what Donald Trump posted on Truth Social, and he posted this on. Let me open this up. Boop. So he posted this on May 18th. If Iran surrenders, admits that their navy is gone and resting at the bottom of the sea, and their air force is no longer with us, and if their entire military walks out of Tehran, weapons dropped and hands held high, each shouting, I surrender, while wildly waving the representative white flag, and if their entire regime leadership signs an all necessary document of surrender and admits their defeat to the great power and force of the magnificent USA, the failing New York Times, the China Street Journal, Wall Street Journal, corrupt and now irrelevant CNN, and all other members of fake news media will headline that Iran had a masterful and brilliant victory over the United States of America. It wasn't even close. I'm not going to say that word because there's ableism in there, and the media have totally lost their way and they have gone absolutely crazy. President DJT. That's what he said. What's happening he took a shot at Iran. He said this is what they need to do. And then he also took a shot at the media. And that was on May the 28th. Okay, Nikki? Whoa. I just want to make sure you understand that. You understand that's what happened, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to show you one other thing.
Come on, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this one up, but then I'm going to add this one so you can see this one. Boop. And then what I'm going to do is go boop. And then I'm going to go boop. And I'm going to read this. Ready? All right. If Iran surrenders, admit that their navy is gone and resting at the bottom of the sea, and the air force is no longer with us, and if their entire military walks out of Tehran, weapons dropped and hands held high, each shouting, I surrender, while wildly waving the representative white flag. And if their entire remaining leadership signs all necessary documents of surrender and admits their defeat to the great power and force of the magnificent USA, the failing New York Times, the China Street Journal, Wall Street Journal, corrupt and now irrelevant CNN, and all other members of fake news media will headline that Iran had a masterful and brilliant victory over the United States of America. It wasn't even close. I'm not going to say that word because that's ableism. And media have totally lost their way. They have gone absolutely crazy. President DJT. Now that was on May the 26th, right? That was yesterday. Hey, question for you. He posted this one on May the 26th, which was yesterday, but he posted this one on May the 18th, which was what, like a week before? One, why is he copying and pasting his messages as far as what's happening, right? And two, does that scream that there is a plan or knowledge or even understanding as far as what's currently happening?
I think it just screams that he doesn't really think about his actions anymore. I honestly I don't know. If you're president of the United States, I don't know how you made a mistake.
Okay, but again, you remember the video that I played, the sound that I played right before I showed you this, right? I mean, the actual Trump supporter said, one, he was the president of peace, and two, he had a plan and he'd have this all figured out. Now, again, Nikki, when I actually bring up the fact that he threatened to genocide 92 million people in Iran, he threatened to actually bomb their bridges and waterways, and then at the same time, he is posting copy and paste the same shit that he said a week ago because he can't keep track. How does that say that he has a plan or he's a genius?
That's scary. It's Trump said 10 months ago that we sent their nuclear capability back decades. Decades. Nuclear capability is totally knocked out. You don't have to worry about it. And then Pete Hegseth followed it with him, said, no, send them back decades. They will never be able to get to where they were before. And then his reason for this is nuclear capability now, 10 months later. So yeah, I don't get it. That's where I really distance myself after, even though all the other BS that goes along, where you can't just control his mouth after all of the divide and rhetoric. Yeah, that's like the cake.
Well, so Nikki,
I'm not here to defend that at all.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But the issue is that you came up here to disprove the point on the background that stupidity is home for Republicans, and you wanted to talk about like, oh, this, that, and the third, the Second Amendment, da 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 da. Well, the issue is that I've brought you not only like the average Trump supporters, MAGA, but I've also, thank you, Mitch, but I've also given you the Secretary of Energy and also Donald Trump. And the point that I'm trying to make is the ethos of MAGA, the right, is stupidity. And when I say it's stupidity, it shows itself in one or two ways. Either the people who actively don't know things, right? People who just run off vibes and feelings and they believe anything that they're told, or the people that weaponize stupidity. The people that understand that these things that they're saying are either a lie, not truth, they're hiding things, and they prey on the stupidity of their base to not fact check them, to not hold them accountable, to lean into the racist, bigoted, xenophobic rhetoric. And so they weaponize that stupidity to get what they want. So the task for you now, Nikki, is after laying all that out and showing you that the stupidity is twofold and it is a comfortable spot for the people on the right, how do you disprove that point?
By just believing that they are not my grandpa's conservatives. They are not conservatives. I don't know what you can call them.
Well, I mean, like you can say that they're not your grandpa
my conservatives are not yes men.
But they're literally, Donald Trump is the leader of the party. Sean Duffy is a high-ranking member of the party. And the people that actually champion him, the first lady, she was championing him for a third time. The second lady, they were actually at CPAC, dripped and draped and like had Trump paraphernalia from head to toe, meaning that they spent their hard-earned money to be able to like actually support what they believe in. They put their money where their mouth was by not only going to CPAC, but purchasing paraphernalia. So I hear what you're saying, and you're talking about your grandpa's Republican Party or your grandpa's conservatism, but the people that currently have control of the power and who are at the forefront and pushing not only the ideology, but the actual quote unquote policy of the Republican Party, this is who they are and this is what they stand for. So how do you actually reject that stupidity is home when this is the antithesis of the Republican Party?
Because I believe the loudest people in the Republican Party are the 50s and 60-year-olds right now. I don't believe they represent us, and they won't represent battleground states. I believe our nomination will go to a guy like Massie.
How old is what's the fucking dweeb's name? Jake Lang. How old is he?
He's like 23.
Yep. How old is what's his name? Myron Gaines.
A little older, like 28.
Yeah. How old is Nick Fuentes?
Okay, well, they openly like say they're not like Republicans. They're like,
but they not only did they like when you talk about Nick Fuentes, yes, he's absolutely telling people to vote against the Republican Party, but that's only because he wants to see the dismantling of the current Republican Party, not because he doesn't believe in the quote unquote Republican Party ideology, but it's because he feels like they didn't uphold what they said they were going to do. They didn't go far enough. They weren't extreme enough. And so he wants to send them a message and dismantle them so they will lean even further. So now, again, my question is, how old is Nick Fuentes?
No, I think that guy's 27.
No, I want to say he's closer to like 24 or something like that. He's in his early 20s. The point that I'm making is you can sit here and say like, oh, and you can even bring up Thomas Massie. You know what's so interesting about you bringing up Thomas Massie? Question for you.
A week ago.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, primary a week ago.
About a week ago. No, it wasn't even a week ago. Was it a week ago? It was somewhere in there. What did Donald Trump have to say about Thomas Massie?
He's the worst congressman of all time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. Also, question for you. When there's you think that like there's a pushback and there's going to be some type of split between the current Republican Party and people like Thomas Massie are going to be able to take control of the party. Is that an accurate statement?
I do believe that.
Okay, cool. So what do you make of this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you see how rhinos is spelled?
Yeah.
That's not how you spell rhinos, but that is how you spell Republican in names only.
Yes.
Now, after actually Trump posted that, we've seen a litany of Republicans who either stood against Trump or pushed back on Trump or like delayed any type of support of Trump. And we've seen them get ostracized and removed from power. We can talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene. We can talk about Adam Kissinger, Liz Cheney, but we can also talk about the person that you just brought up, Thomas Massie. And Thomas Massie voted Republican. His record is 94% of the time. He voted with the Republican Party 94% of the time. But that 6% of the time actually came down to him not wanting to uphold pedophilia and what was happening with the Epstein files. And since he wanted the Epstein files released and he got the Epstein Transparency Act passed, Donald Trump not only ostracized him, but got him primaried, where he lost his primary, and now he's out of power. So one more time, tell me again how people like Thomas Massie are going to actually take control of the party.
Because the 4th or 5th or 6th congressional Kentucky seat doesn't represent America. It doesn't represent the endless getting American wars. People just despised of the total just backstabbing. People are tired.
Okay.
And I believe people are gonna rather unity way over tribalism when it comes to 2028.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting statement. Hey, Nikki, question for you. Did you watch what happened in Texas yesterday?
I've seen now 16 primary that Trump is one.
Well, Trump didn't win a primary. Trump wasn't on the ticket.
Well, he's
you mean
primary
Trump-backed candidates?
Yeah. That's what I mean.
What's the deal with Ken Paxton?
I haven't really looked into it. I know he's got a whole lot of BS on him though. I know he's got some of his wife.
I'm going to play this really quick, and I want you to. We're going to talk about this. This is Ken Paxton last night after he won the runoff for the Republican ticket.
But I truly believe that together, not only will we win this race, but we can ensure that America's best days are ahead of us. Yes. You see, I'm not just running against the Democrats. I'm running to deliver for you, just as I have as Attorney General. I'm running to lower your cost of living because you deserve to be able to buy a home, afford groceries, and have a high quality of health care without being forced to stay up at night worrying about how you're going to pay your monthly premium or pay off your debt.
Now, this is funny for a couple of different reasons, Nikki. First and foremost, as Attorney General, Paxton literally freed rapists, like literally exonerated them, let them free.
I would rather not speak about that because I have no idea. I can't speak on. I can't speak on Tariq.
I don't care that you don't want to speak. I don't care. This is the Republican Party. This is literally the candidate that Donald Trump supported and now is running for senator. At the same time, he's talking about lowering prices and not paying for energy or having energy, paying less for energy, while at the same time supporting a party who not only has full control. Hey, Nikki, who has the House?
Republicans by like 1 seat.
Who has the Senate?
Republicans.
Who has the presidency?
Republicans.
What's the split on the Supreme Court?
6-3.
Yep. For who?
Republicans.
Perfect.
Conservatives.
So the party that has all the power, all of it, and has been in power for a year and a half, and in the year and a half, CPI has shown massive increase to every aspect of cost of living for Americans. And that's directly attributed to the One Big Beautiful Bill, tariffs, the war with Iran. Were any one of those things occurring while Biden was in office?
Well, Putin invaded.
Nope,
Ukraine,
that's not the question. Is when Biden was in office, when Biden was in office, was the One Big Beautiful Bill in place? Did we have universal tariffs, and were we in a war with Iran?
I can't tell you the exact tariffs, but I know Biden carried a lot of the
that's what I didn't say exact tariffs. I said the universal tariffs. Universal tariffs.
Not universal, no.
Okay, perfect. Were we at war with Iran?
We were not at war with Iran.
Were you saying we're not at war with Iran?
We were not at war with Iran.
Was the One Big Beautiful Bill signed into law?
Of course not.
Okay. So if those are the three driving factors for why CPI has increased so massively including the energy costs. How can people like Ken Paxton proclaim that he and the Republican Party are going to improve the life of Americans by driving those things down when they're literally ones that made those things higher?
Can't.
So if you and I know that, Nikki, but you heard all those people cheering and literally voting for him because they believe this, is that not him weaponizing stupidity?
Yeah.
Got it. Last thing that he said is that debt. He mentioned debt. Hey, can you tell me with the national debt, are we at a all-time record high as far as national debt?
National debt's been up. On the up
all-time high?
Past 15, 16
Are we at an
years.
all-time high?
We're all-time high every year.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Which president added the most to the national debt in modern U.S. history?
Trump.
Got it. So if Donald Timothy Trump and the Republican Party has passed multiple pieces of legislation that massively added to the national debt, how can Ken Paxton say that they're going to be the ones that bring debt down? Who's the last president to actually have a surplus?
I think Obama.
Nope.
Was it Biden with the bounce back jobs or bounce back?
Clinton. Clinton was the last president to have a surplus. Clinton literally handed George W. Bush a booming economy with a surplus. And then George W. Bush gave massive tax cuts to the ultra wealthy. That sounds familiar. And then started 2 wars. That sounds familiar. And then we went into a recession, the Great Recession, which then Barack Obama had to come in and balance and stabilize a multitude of economic factors and had to, you know, what's funny? People like to talk about the bailouts that were given, and, you know, the bailouts to the auto industry and the bailouts to the banking industry and airline industry. And I would have let them collapse. I would have let them all fail. But Barack Obama gave them bailouts. Hey, do you know who actually wrote up the legislation for the bailouts? Are you looking it up?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Okay. It was started under the Bush administration. Do you know what the difference is between the bailouts from the Bush administration to the Obama administration?
I did not.
Barack Obama and his administration came in and ripped up the deal that were set for the bailouts for the banks and the airline industry and the housing market and all this other stuff, because Bush and all of his wisdom, the Bush administration, the Republicans, were just going to give them bailouts and that was it. Literally just give them money and that was it. This donut Corey is in the comments saying Bush was a rhino. You're stupid. Get up here, Corey. You come in my live every day, but you never get up here. I just muted you. Come up here, you donut. Bush was just going to give them the bailout and just say, go on, have a nice day. Barack Obama said, okay, we'll give you the bailout, but you have to repay it. So Bush was going to add even more to the national debt with no type of payback option, where Obama said, we'll give you this, but you have to pay it back. So I guess the one thing that I'm really trying to hammer home here is the stupidity that lies on the right. And I'm not talking about you personally, Nikki. I mean, I will admit, I'm not talking about every single person. But when you talk about the consensus of the party, when you talk about the standard of the party, when you talk about the people that set the agenda, that drive the party, the talking figureheads. Hey, Nikki, were you a fan of Charlie Kirk's?
Yes.
How stupid was Charlie Kirk?
He wasn't stupid.
Oh, he was stupid as fuck. Charlie Kirk was so stupid that he actually didn't know the difference between a fetus and a dolphin. Like, that was stupid. But
yeah,
anyone could make that mistake. But Charlie Kirk weaponized stupidity And the reason why he weaponized stupidity is because he perpetuated lies. He perpetuated lies.
He was in the public view for 12 years, and that's the best you can give me, bro.
Oh no, that was just the start.
Yeah, okay.
That was literally just the start.
If you want to get into that
So
debate.
when you talk about Charlie Kirk, you can talk about the fact that he perpetuated lies around DEIA, right? And he
okay,
said,
well, you want to talk about the airlines making it a priority to make 50%.
Yep, I want to talk about. I
of
literally want
women
to talk about
and
that.
black
Go ahead.
people.
Listen,
they want to demand.
Nikki, hold on one second. You might want to take a little bit of that bass out your voice, because I was just about to tell you how Charlie Kirk weaponized stupidity from what he was saying, and then you started parroting the shit that he was saying. So Nikki, before you finish your sentence,
I mean, he can be wrong.
Hold on, Nikki, wait. Nikki, before you finish your sentence, stop for a second. Understanding that everything that I just laid out in front of you, I gave you facts and receipts and information. And I'm sitting here getting ready to make a claim about Charlie Kirk. And I was going to a specific thing that he was saying. And then you cut me off and said, you want to talk about how da. Hey, do you think that you doubling down on the shit that he said, do you think that you're going to be able to prove what he was saying was right? Or do you think that I'm about to prove how he weaponized stupidity and had people like Nikki saying shit that was just absolutely a lie? Which one do you think is about to happen?
Was it a lie that they prioritized 50% of their next people that graduate, become pilots, to become women and black people?
Yes,
there's no.
Yes, it was a lie.
Do you think it's a problem?
Yes, it was a lie. It was a lie. It was a lie. It was a lie. He weaponized stupid people. So what the truth is?
So they didn't actually say that.
No. So what the truth is? Is that these airline companies, and to be specific, Charlie Kirk said that they were lowering the standards to increase.
Yes, and I was going to agree. He was wrong with that.
He was saying they were lowering. He said that he was lowering. They were lowering the standards to increase the representation of non-white men. Right. That was the whole point that he was making.
He can be wrong.
No, he again.
Stupid.
I said he weaponized stupidity. Stupidity.
I'm pretty sure when you said, do you support Charlie Kirk? You said, well, he was stupid.
Yes, he was stupid. I'm giving you the examples of how he weaponized stupidity.
He could be wrong. How many times were you wrong?
Nikki, I know that this is uncomfortable, and I get it. I get it. My claim is that Charlie Kirk was stupid, and I'm giving you points and examples. This was the first thing. Like, I told you he was stupid because he actually stood on the hill of pro-life and deemed that a single cell organism is a fucking baby, but at the same time not knowing the difference between what a dolphin fetus and an actual fetus is. Like, that was the first thing. And you said, oh, he was doing this for 12 years. That's the best you got. And I told you, I said, there's more. Like, I was getting to the second thing.
Did you just bring up Dean?
I did not bring up Dean. Like,
I swear you just brought him up in a debate. Yeah, you were saying that him and Charlie were debating on the fetus.
God, I did not.
So no, you said okay.
I did not say Dean. Holy, I know you're like a denosexual or whatever the fuck is, but I didn't say shit about Dean. Shut up. I didn't say anything about Dean. No, I didn't bring up Dean's name. God damn it. Is he in your dreams? Is he haunting you? What the hell is happening? I'm going to finish what I was saying. So, Charlie Kirk said that they were lowering the standards and prioritizing non-white men for pilots, which not only is it stupid because the actual regulations for becoming a pilot are FAA regulations that cannot be changed by individual companies. He was levying this against Delta. the FAA creates the regulations. So no, a company can't say, oh, yes, the FAA requires this amount of flight hours, but we're going to accept this amount of flight hours. It does not work that way. So that was stupid, right? But then he weaponized the stupidity in the sense that Delta had programs where they were incentivizing and saying, we want to seek additional representation. We want to give these people an actual opportunity. And he said that they were prioritizing those people, which is not true. They were just looking I'm going to finish what I'm saying. They were looking to increase representation across the board, never prioritizing anyone over anyone else. Because when it comes to being a pilot, that's a specialized position with a finite amount of resources. They're not turning away white pilots. That's not how it is. So he weaponized stupidity in that point. He showed that he was stupid by not knowing that the FAA sets the regulations. And then he weaponized stupidity by saying something that was vehemently false that doesn't even make sense.
He was in the public eye for 12 years. He has the right to be wrong. He had the idea right. It is wrong. It is wrong.
Can we talk about more?
Let me speak now. It is wrong for airline companies to say, the hell with what we've been doing. We're going to make it to where only 50%, we're going to make it to where 50% of our next, okay.
Prove it.
According to PR Newswire, United sets
PR Newswire. Okay.
By Sisson, United sets new diversity goal: 50% of students at new pilot training academy to be women and people of color.
Okay, 1 second here. PRNewsWire.com. Let's see here. Guys, if you don't mind, up at the top of the screen, share the live, protect the live, do all the wonderful things. United sets new diversity goal: 50% of students at new pilot training academy to be women and people of color. United Airlines, the only major U.S. airline to own its own flight school, will begin accepting applications today as it embarks on an ambitious plan to train 5,000 new pilots by 2030. At least half of them women and people of color, backed by scholarship commitments from United Airlines and JP Morgan Chase. United Aviation Academy will create opportunities for thousands of students, including women and people of color, to pursue a career as a commercial pilot, one of the most lucrative careers in the industry. Now, what I want you to do now, Nikki, is tell me how what I just read was them saying that they will make sure that it's 50%. Because to me, you said that they were saying that they were going to make sure that it was 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So what in that, the fact that they are creating opportunities, they have 5,000, they want to train 5,000 new pilots by 2030, and they're creating scholarships in order to give pathway to careers for people that are underrepresented. How does that actually prove that, one, that they actually said we're going to make sure that it's 50% women or people of color, and two, how is this taking away from white men who dominate the field?
Because how I'm pretty sure you are. I'm gonna ask, how studied up are you on fascism?
Very. Is one of the traits fascism prioritizing a race over the individual? So one of the 14 tenets of fascism, loosely, I can get the specific.
Is it yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
No, okay.
No,
well,
it's not.
so-
That's why I said, did you hear what I said? What did I say to you, Nikki?
Well, your
repeat to me what I
definition-
just
okay,
said.
well, okay. I have a
Repeat to me
definition
what I
for
just
it. It
said,
says that
Nikki.
you were wrong.
Repeat to me what I just said.
You said that it is loosely correct, and then I asked you, is it yes or no? And you said no.
Yeah, because that's not exactly what it is. That's why I said loosely you're correct, and I can get the specific wording for you.
Okay, give me.
So how is
give me
that a
the
yes or
definition.
no if I'm telling you that it's close to that, but it's not exactly that, but I can get you the specific wording. So how is that a yes or no? If you make me say yes or no, then it's a no.
Because that's my definition.
I don't care about your
that is a
definition.
hell of
That's
a part
not
of
the what the tenet says. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Nikki. So the reason why I said loosely is because that wasn't the exact wording. The exact wording is identification of enemies / scapegoat as unifying cause. Is that what you're referring to?
Please repeat that.
Identification of enemies / scapegoats as a unifying cause.
I do not know that definition.
That's not the
well,
definition. That's one of the 14 tenets of fascism. And that's where the actual race thing that you are trying to speak to rolls under that actual tenet. You see what the problem is as far as you being loud and wrong?
So you don't believe, I don't know, fascist. I mean, that's where it stems from. Belief in a group of people is superior.
Nikki, you said that was one of the 14 tenets of fascism. You said that. I told you that you loosely had an understanding. You made me tell you yes or no. You made me tell you yes or no. That's why I said that it was a no. Now, again, if you would like for me to explain to you fascism, because yes, I am actually really, really, really up on fascism, I can explain that to you. As a matter of fact, I will. Take a second. I'm going to say thank you.
I already know the definition of it.
Sure you do. I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people.
The Merriam definition, I know.
I'm going to say thank you to a couple of people. W's in the chat for Albert for the $5 super chat. And Albert just sent the love. Thank you so much, Albert. Thank you for the cake, Robbie K. W's in the chat for Melissa for the $5 super chat to say, love from your queer auntie. I know that's right. You are a champion of the people. Please stay strong and don't let these pastors get you down. Fascism is burning them out. Exactly. W's in the chat for Melissa. W's in the chat as well for Patricia for the $5 donation saying, I can't post. It's blocked. Thank you for teaching. I learn every day. You can't repost, I think you mean. I'm not sure why you wouldn't be. Guys, can you try to repost the live? Is there anyone that doesn't have the ability to repost the live? Can you guys check that for me? I don't know what that's about. Can you guys repost the live? You can't repost either. I think it was because the restriction that we end up getting. Yeah, it's probably that. It's probably that. W's in the chat for Amanda for the $10 donation saying, hey, Santana, hope all is well. Selfishly asking for some birthday wishes. I turned 40 today. Not a single friend / family member has said anything. Been that way since my mom passed. I hope you know just how much the community you've built means to all of us. First and foremost, Amanda, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy 40th. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. And Amanda, if you are still around at the end of the live, go ahead and request up because I would like to talk to you if you could. So happy birthday to Amanda. I want to see you guys spamming happy birthday nonstop. Happy birthday, Amanda. Have an amazing day. And if you're here at the end of the live, please, please, please come up for a second. W's in the chat for Sean for the $15 donation saying Chef Santana cooking as usual and is. W's in the chat for 6'8" Tony. What up, bro? Who sent a $5 super chat to say good morning? I'm back. I know that's right. And last but not least, guys, what in the heck? Jared sent another $50 donation. Jared is showing all the way out, guys. W's in the chat for Jared for the second $50 donation saying FDR, one of the most popular presidents in United States history, a Democrat that led Americans against the far-right Nazi party and gave some of the best economic programs / policies for the American people. LMAO, too good. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Jared. That is crazy. That is crazy. Also, Barista9596. I got you. W's in the chat. Thank you so much. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. If you're over on Twitch, holy smokes. W's in the chat for Lena, who sent a 500 bits. Escape sent 145 bits. Project 454 sent 100 bits. Lana sent another Twitch subscription. Manders sent 100 bits. Says, I already read that one. Sorry. Manders sent another 100 bits. Said Nikki thinks that he knows things, but he's been misled and propagandized. He should listen, but he won't. Shameful. W's in the chat for Manders for the one cheered. This says, Amanda, we're your family now. Happy birthday. Let's fucking go, Manders. And W's in the chat for One Mighty Pen, who sent 100 bits to say, happy birthday, Amanda. You share a birthday with my son, who's 22. W's in the chat, guys. Fucking W's in the chat. Also, holy smokes, you guys are going off. W's in the chat for Lamar for the $10 donation saying supporting the grift. I know that's right. Guys, make sure you support the grift. W's in the chat for Lamar. What up, bro? W's in the chat for Jay Hops, who sent a $5 donation saying, let's pretend that he said 50% of people of color and women. Please explain why white men need to be more than 50 effing percent. We'll get to that. Big W's. W's in the chat for Angela. Ain't no way Angela shooting her shot through a donation. Got to get it how you live. Angela sent a $5 donation saying, 6'8" Tony, give homie my number. Hey, listen, you miss every shot you don't take. You miss every shot you don't take. Fucking W's in the chat. And W's in the chat for Anna for the $5 donation saying, happy birthday from your new grandma. I know that's right. Happy birthday. W's in the chat for Anna, giving Amanda those birthday wishes. Again, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, keep tapping the screen. We got a visibility restriction a while ago, and so it's not pushing the live. So if you don't mind, please do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send any gifts that you can. Make sure that you are, if you look up at the top, if you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications, and let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes. We have 48 new followers, and we've been on for 2 hours. I know for a fact that there's more than 48 people watching of the 1.5 thousand on TikTok. There's more than 48 people who are watching who has not actually hit that follow button yet. So please hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We should have as many thumbs up as we have people watching. If you look under my name and you see what my name is, if you click that, it'll give you the option to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button, please. All right, Nikki. You were just wrong. You were loud and you were wrong. So the tenet of fascism that you were referring to was identification of enemies / scapegoats as a unifying cause. And that speaks to people are rallied to unify, unifying a patronizing frenzy over the need to eliminate a perceived common threat or foe, racial, ethnicity, or religious minorities, liberals, communists, socialists, terrorists, etc. So when you talk about the actual tenet of fascism, and it talks about the rallying of a racial group, you're talking about the identification of a scapegoat, of enemies / scapegoats as a unifying cause, and they rally the people against those groups. So the only way that what you were trying to say would make sense is if they were saying something like, oh, they are poisoning the blood of America. They are varmint. They're eating the cats and dogs. That's the only way of what you were trying to say would make sense as if they were weaponizing fascism against those racial, ethnic, religious, liberals, communists, socialists, those types of things. Now, would you like to finish trying to explain what you were saying, now having the knowledge of knowing you didn't know?
Well, what I believed it was is that a regime puts a nation or a people or a race above the individual. That's what I believe. I said that from the start. And I still believe that's what they're doing.
How can you believe in something that's wrong?
I'm using the Merriam definition.
Yeah.
So,
again, you
if you're gonna say they're wrong,
you invoke fascism, and then you invoke the 14 tenets, and I brought up the specific tenet, and then I gave you the information that's listed vis-a-vis the tenet, but yet you want to hold on to your idea and your conception of what it is versus actually engaging in what the 14 tenet is.
So give me your definition of fascism here.
The definition of fascism?
Give me how you define fascism.
Yeah. Fascism, it's a far-right, authoritarian, ultra-nationalistic political ideology characterized by dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and the economy. When it comes to being a fascist, there are 9 core principles of fascism where it's widely acceptable. If you meet all 9 core principles of fascism, then you are a fascist. But Donald Trump exhibits all 14 tenets of fascism, and there is something to be called out. While people may have actual examples of fascism,
I'll stop you real quick. I want to see the 9 points.
No, you can't.
I want to see the 9 points.
No, you can't.
Okay, I'm trying to learn here.
No, you can't. When you, the point that I want to call out is that while people may have 1 tenet of fascism or 2 tenet of fascisms, you are not a fascist for exhibiting 1 or 2 of those tenets. It is acceptable for the 9, but I hold to the 14. Now you may speak.
So would you agree a leader has power and then voluntarily gives up that power is not fascist? Say they have power and then they give it up voluntarily. We say they're not fascist.
I think that's a vague statement. I would say that someone who voluntarily relinquishes power could possibly not be a fascist, but if they are relinquishing power to someone who is a fascist, then they're still a fascist. If Hitler would have just, instead of staying in power, would have given it to his second in command, just willingly stepped down and gave it to his second in command, he's still a fascist. So it depends on what's happening. That didn't go the way that you thought it was, Nikki.
No, I asked you a question,
and I answered your question. What happens? What happens when I don't answer a question the way that you think that I'm going to answer it?
What happens? I wasn't expecting you to answer anyway. I was expecting to get an answer from you for my question.
Did I just answer your question?
You did.
And okay, so what happens next?
How many
next? You've been freed.
How many
do you have what it takes to lead? You're on your own. Oh, awesome. Wow. Anyway, go ahead, Nikki.
So it's insane. Who came up with these tenets? If you don't mind.
Nikki, are you really sitting here telling me that you invoke fascism and then you invoke the 14 tenets of fascism and you don't know the 2 people that have written the most and published the most studies around fascism?
Or the people that practice it? Or the people that started it? like by today's modern terms? I don't know. I'm asking.
Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Not really. But Nikki, again, you came up here and the point that you tried to prove at the start of this conversation was that Republicans did not embrace stupidity, that Republicans, for them, home was not stupidity. And now I've run circles around you specifically with the examples of how they absolutely have. But then even more than that, you went to a point that you thought would actually bolster your argument, but you invoke said point without knowing anything about it except what you kind of heard. And the funny thing about that, as you said, I think I know this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Do you know anything about fascism? And before you started speaking, I told you, yes, I actually know a lot about it. And again, just to be clear, the reason why I know a lot about it is because not only do I love history, not only do I love learning things, but I literally made an 1-30-minute video detailing step by step how Donald Trump meets all 14 tenets of fascism. And the only reason I didn't post that video is because I got too lazy to edit it down. And so I still had that video. I have the presentations that I created, and I have the specific examples. So, Nikki,
okay.
Question for you.
Why I bring this up? Why I bring
question for you?
Okay, no, like no, you talked. Let me ask you something.
Question for you, Nikki. Question for you.
Yeah.
Why would you show up to a gunfight with a slingshot?
Because I heard your buddy, old Dean Withers, call George Washington a fascist. So that pissed me off like an hour ago.
I don't care what Dean called George Washington. Dean isn't here. George Washington isn't here. It's just me, you, and the four walls.
Do you believe he was? Do you believe he was?
I don't give a. I think he was absolutely a piece of shit. I think that. Hey, what was the deal with George Washington?
Do you know historical context?
Fuck George Washington. What was the deal with his teeth?
I want proof.
What was the deal with George Washington?
I want proof. I want proof. I want proof. Tell me proof.
You want proof of what? What do you want proof of?
I want historical proof that is slave teeth.
Oh, so you know about his teeth?
I know this BS that you tried bringing up a week earlier too about Thomas Jefferson. Can you say R.A.P.?
Oh, rape black people? Yeah, he raped the slaves. He absolutely did.
Oh, he did. Proof. I want proof.
Yeah.
What was she a minor too?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, well, at least you're not spreading that lie.
Oh, I'm not spreading any lies. Did you know that that Thomas Jefferson has black family members alive today?
It's a sentence, yeah. He has that same woman that he got with for that bared 6 of his children.
Question for you, Nikki. How do you get with property?
The woman that bared 6 of his children.
No. Answer the question.
Was a half sister of his widow.
Nikki, answer the question directly.
He was a widow.
She
was a half sister of his widow.
You're crashing. Stop it. How do you get with property? Answer the question. W's in the chat for Anthony for the $2 donation saying he needs video proof. Exactly. He's going to say, Santana, if you don't have video proof, then you won't have any proof at all. W's in the chat for Anthony. Hey, Nikki. W's in the chat for Rogue for the $5 super chat to say, fascism also needed to be linked to capitalism. So it's a tool used when capitalism is in extreme decay. Absolutely. W's in the chat for that. Did you guys hear that? Was that someone knocking? Oh, that was someone knocking. Guys, give me 2 seconds. Nikki, stay on mute. I'm gonna. How about this? Let's take a quick moment. Just vibe out for a second.
Brunch with my creator, yeah. We're just having some fun. Relax, sharing the moments when the cameras are done. The real you, real love, no filter, no show. Seat at a table, let the world know. Brunch with my creator, can you see? Yeah, it's the human side of the screen. Grab a plate, take a sip, and let's unwind. Tell me what's really on your mind. Beyond the likes and the crazy.
All right. So guys, this is what I want to do. Nikki, are you there? Hey, Debbie's in the chat for Sandy. Thank you so much for the galaxy. Nikki, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want proof, and I want a smarter person to talk to, right? But
I promise you, this is probably the smartest conversation like the past week. But
no, it's not, but it's fine. Nikki,
okay.
I saw people requesting this earlier, and I ignored the request, but I'm not going to ignore the request of the people anymore. So this is what we're going to do.
All right, well, I'll see you, bro.
Oh, are you going to run?
You're about to kick me, or you're about to get someone in.
No.
Yeah, what
we're going to do is we're going to put a bounty on you. And what that means is you have the ability to stay. You do. The only thing that you have to do is provide empirical facts, data, and information. And don't annoy or antagonize the chat. That's all you got to do. And as long as you can do that, then you can stay. But if they get tired of you, if they somehow deem that you are no longer worthy, then they'll donate and then we'll kick you. So all you got to do, engage in good faith, provide facts and information, and you're good. All right?
Well, when they found I was a conservative, I promised I'd turn them off. So.
No, because my chat is fair. My chat is smart. They're funny. They smell good. They look good. They feel good. They play good. My chat is absolutely amazing. So when it comes to what they do, right, we move from this point forward, right? It's not chat. You guys know how we do. It's not about the stupid shit that he said before. It's about from now moving forward. So if you want to add to the Kick Fund, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Sorry, YouTube, it has to go through the pay links. That's how we'll do it. Now you have the choice. Nikki, the floor is yours. Do we want to finish up this fascist conversation, or do you want proof of the crazy shit that you for some reason are denying with George Washington and Thomas Jefferson? Which hill is most important for you right now, the fascist hill or the racist founding fathers? Or would you like to get back to trying to prove the fact that you think for some reason Republicans don't deal or live in the realm of stupidity?
I want to defend the people that forever changed the course of government forever.
Okay. All right, so the founding fathers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your claim on the founding fathers?
Wait, real quick. Can you agree to that those 7 and then those 100 founding fathers, 7 main founding fathers and 100 founding fathers forever changed the course of government?
Oh yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
All right, so
they came to Turtle Island. They implemented imperialism. They colonized the indigenous people. They killed so many indigenous people that they killed so many.
They cooled the earth. They cooled the earth, right? Yeah, I've seen this slogan.
That's funny to you.
No, I will sit down.
So,
we'll have this conversation later. We will have this conversation later. This is a big old conversation. I can't do right now.
No. So mass genocide is funny to you.
It's not true, but we will get into it.
So what's not true? What's not true?
We will get into
what's not true, Nikki?
I promise you.
No, tell me
Santa.
what. Tell me,
I will
Santa.
Be back
My name is not Santa. It's Santana.
I gotta go.
But you tell me what wasn't true.
I have to go pick up lunch for my girlfriend. If you run,
Nikki, listen to what I'm saying. If you run now, then I'm going to change this Kick Fund to a perma ban, and we're gonna get you up out the fucking paint forever. Don't be a coward.
I will be back up here in a different account.
I'm saying.
I will be back up in a different account. I gotta go.
No, you won't. No, you won't. I'm telling you. If you run, I'm going to change this from a kick fund to a perma ban. Got it. And this is the great thing that I was just about to add to that. We are going to ban you from all other lives that I'm a mod in. We are going to ban you from all other lives that I'm a mod in. So guys, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. We now have a permaban for Nikki, and we will permaban him across the board. We will permaban him across the board. Because if you're going to say disgusting shit and then run like a coward, there is no way in hell that I'm going to let you say those things and then run away. How dare you say those things and then run? How dare you do that? Stop it. All right. So if you guys would like to add to the permanent ban of Nikki, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, sorry YouTube, it has to go through the pay links. We're gonna go ahead and get him up out the fucking paint for sure. For shiggity. We're now at 94 of the 250 for the perma ban. If you'd like to add to that, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Fuck that. Fuck that. The reason why he ran is because he knew for a fact that when it came to indigenous people, it was true. When it came to George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, it was true. It was literally true. Like that's the most insane thing to me. And that's the most insane thing to me is that he knew for a fact that it was true. And instead of actually embracing it, he ran from it. Got it. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to talk and spell at the same time. So again, guys, if you guys want to add to the permaban, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. We're at 94 of the 250 for the permaban. Ari, I saw you in the comment section. I was going to get you up here before you ran, but I wanted to give you the floor because I know there was some stuff that you wanted to say.
Nah, I just wanted to know what consent is.
You know he doesn't know what consent is, Ari.
I know he don't know. I just wanted him to define it because it is wild to think a slave can consent.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest shit, right? And me sitting here calling out the fact that, and that's why I said, how do you actually do that with your quote unquote property? He didn't have
exactly the point. Exactly the point. That's why he didn't want to answer. He said he did things. What he raped them. Let's just say what he did. But that was just it. I just wanted to know what consent was. That was it.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, Ari? It's been the idea, right, that just because these people quote unquote founded America, and like they supposed to be upheld with some type of reverence, that they are, it's just like, you know, a bastion of goodness or some like weird thing like that. It's super interesting how they try to like whitewash that and lean into like them being good guys or something. It's super weird.
Well, that's just part of our education system and the indoctrination system, our education system and centering whiteness, right? That no way, shape, and form that America can ever be the bad guys. No way, shape, and form can those white men that were literally actively raping people, pillaging communities, and genociding indigenous people, no way they can be terrible. No way, absolutely not. Not my George Washington, who had the teeth of slaves in his mouth. You know, not them.
Did you hear him when he was like, prove it? And I was like, prove what? He already knew about it and he was denying it before I could even mention it.
Exactly the point. So that, I mean, it was very telling because also I remember, I apologize for that night because I did fall asleep on panel. My bad. I fell asleep. I was fighting for my life. Trying not to. But I already knew what it was when he was trying to debate the gender wage gap while we were having late nights.
Yep.
So I already knew what it was. And he acts like he's in a space for learning. They try to cover up what their arguments with. Well, I'm just learning. No, you're not. You're arguing. But whatever. But I appreciate you. Now, that was the only question I had in the comments.
Absolutely. Two things really quick. Guys, we're at 113 of we're now at 118 of the permaban of Nikki. And not only will we be permabanning Nikki on our platform, but across all platforms that I have mod access to. So we're going to be permabanning Nikki across all platforms. If you'd like to add to the permaban fund, it's 132 left. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links, and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you, and we'll get them up out of here for good. Ari, before you skedaddle, can you tell the people what you're doing, what you got going on?
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, guys? I run a platform where we center basically, at this point now, all issues. We debate the oppression of Christianity, racism, patriarchy, capitalism. All those topics have now appeared on my topics on my board. So I go live at night, actually right before Santana starts doing late nights. So if you guys are interested, check me out. Shoot a follow. Also, I'm like this close to 10K, like this freaking close to 10K, and that's the goal for the year. So if y'all can help me out with that, that would be fantastic. Also, I run a book club.
There's 1.5 thousand people here, and I'm positive there's plenty of people that aren't following Ari. Like it's less than she needs less than 900. Well, actually 901. There's more than enough people. Go ahead and hit that follow button, guys. Click on Ari's profile, press that plus button, and give Ari a follow. Give Ari a follow. Let's go ahead and get her over 10K. Please and thank you. Please, 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 and thank you. Please and thank you. More than following me, make sure you guys give Ari a follow. Ari, if you want to hang on just for a few more moments to give people a second, we'll do that.
Yeah, no worries.
Perfect. Also, Solid, I sent you an invitation. If you're looking at your screen, or if you can come up for a second, come up for a second.
Let me let you know also, you be sneaking that in there because I was not paying attention to my phone. I happened to look down. I was like, oh.
I try not to like say anything. I just send it to people because I don't like to call people out unless like I know they want to. Like I try not to draw attention to people that watch my live because there's a lot of people that come in and watch, and like saying anything about them could possibly like draw. Sometimes you just want to sit back and listen. And so like when I send invites, one, it's based off if I see people like commenting or anything like that, and two, like it's based off of I know like people are interested in joining. So I don't always say like, oh, hey, come up or da 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 da. I just try to make sure that, you know, I'm respecting people.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, because sometimes I do like to just sit and watch you debate. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. I think Solid might not be available. Guys, we are now officially 149, or actually, hold on. We're so close to the permaban. If you guys want to add to the permaban, we'll get them up out the paint. Let's see here. 174. We're at 174 of the 250 permaban of Nikki. And not only are we going to permaban him here on our platform, but we are going to permaban him across any and every platform that I am a mod for. So if you guys want to close that out, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links, Santana speaks for you. One thing that I will say, since Solid isn't here, and guys, please, please, please follow Ari. That's why she's still up here. Hit that plus, touch on her profile picture, hit that plus sign, give her a follow. About 100 people followed, which is dope. But I'm sure that there's more than 100 people that are watching right now that does not follow Ari. So hit that follow button. Please, 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 and thank you. Since Solid is, I'm assuming he's busy and he's not going to be able to come up. Guys, we do have late nights with Santana. We didn't get to have late nights last night because I had a family thing. And so we had to pause. And so we're going to be doing late nights with Santana, picking up on our conversation this evening, and then also picking up on going into Thursday for late nights with Santana. So that's at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, late nights with Santana. We are covering the topic, how America runs today. There's some deeper layers, meanings, thoughts, things along those lines that really speaks to what's happening in our country. So guys, please, 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 make sure that you're available. All right, anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Yeah. Really quick, two things. One, check out the links in the bio because I have solids. I know Santana does, Petty does, have solids. What is it, GFM we're saying?
Mm-hmm. GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe for... Yeah, let's say it. The GoFundMe for We're Not All Green. And he's trying to do like a mini documentary on the racism Black soldiers experience within the military. So please check out the links in the bio and donate to that. Secondly, I run a book club, and my book club, we have our next book club meeting next week, and I do free book giveaways. So if you want to participate, all you have to do is join the Discord. It's completely free, 21 plus. And to be eligible to get into the book giveaway raffle, all you have to do is show up to the meeting. There's nothing else. You don't have to read the book that we're going to be discussing. It's just a book discussion. You just show up, I put your name in a raffle, and then you have the opportunity to win a free book. All the books are educational around all the topics Santana's debates, Sean debates, Swan, Solid, myself. They're all educational books in those realms. So that's it for me, but thank you for having me up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ari. All right, guys. So we're fine. You know what? I'm going to close it out. We're just going to fucking permaban them because at this point, that's close enough. That's close enough. Block. Boom. Let's just go ahead and get them up out of here. W's in the chat for all the people that added to the permaban. We got them out of here, and I will make sure that we snipe them. Who are we permabanning? Just got done with the interview. How'd the interview go? He's not worth 250. Fair. That's actually a fair statement. W's in the chat. Let's see here. Marie, this came in prior to the permaban. Marie sent a $3 donation saying, Sally Hemings was never fed by old TJ, not even in his will. She was allowed to live freely in Charlottesville by his daughter after his death, but never lived as a free woman. Facts. And for him to try to whitewash that is fucking disgusting. Deb's in the chat for Linda for the $2 donation saying, if you live in New Orleans, there's a house that Thomas Jefferson used to own right in the French Quarter. All of the railings are corn, and that's where he kept his mistress. Holy shit. I did not know that. Lydia, not Linda, Lydia. Holy fuck. W's in the chat from Mike for the $5 donation saying, hey, Nikki, F off. Go and have a wet dream. God damn it. W's in the chat for Larissa for the $30 donation saying, started donating as soon as he laughed. What a piece of shit. Like, yes. When he laughed at the actual fact that so many indigenous people were killed, that it cooled the temperature of the earth, like, what are we doing? W's in the chat for Craft Weaver for the $5 say, for the band. Thank you, Craft Weaver. Sorry, don't have much sitting in the corner, but I'm tapping. Much love. You being here is just more than enough. Fucking W's in the chat. W's in the chat for, I think it's pronounced Scott, who sent a $13.37 donation. I just rolled it up. Said speed running his way to a permaban, and did, because he ran, because he was a coward. W's in chat for Damon for the $5 super chat to say, any kind of freedoms or good things in life that we might enjoy today don't come from powerful white men of the past or now. They come from people who were brave enough to take to the streets. Facts. W's in chat for Ron. What up? Hashtag Spice King, who sent 5, said permaban for you, Nikki. So many times I've had to listen to Prince's song. Like, he was just so bad. He was so bad. W's in the chat for Selma for the $25 donation, saying, first time donating to you. What you, Dean Parker, do every day brings me hope in men's thing for women still fighting to be heard in general. Thank you so much. Listen, I just appreciate the fact that you are even willing to be here, spend your time and your energy in this space, and allow me to try to properly represent the voices that women should have, the voices that the queer community should have, the voices that people with disabilities should have. Just thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. I appreciate the hell out of you. And W's in the chat for, let's see, there were a couple of Cash Apps. W's in the chat for Anthony, who sent 2 for the kick. W's in the chat for Jay Hops, who sent 50 for the permaban. W's in the chat for Sherelle, who sent 5 for the permaban. W's in the chat for Jacqueline, who sent 1, say, can you give me advice even though I don't support Trump? Oh, wait, can you give me advice even though I don't support Trump? What are you referring to, Jacqueline? I'm sorry. You don't have to send another donation. Like, shoot me an email. I'm confused as far as your question. W's in chat for Michael, who sent 25, said cooking these donuts and is. And last but not least, W's in the chat for Stephanie for the 5, who just sent the love. I appreciate the hell out of you, Stephanie. Over on, looks like we're caught up here. W's in the chat for Manders for the 1 bit, saying Nikki thinks he knows things, but he's been misled. Oh, no, I already read that. May Phoenix sent a Twitch subscription. W's in the chat for May Phoenix. W's in the chat for May Phoenix. Amanda, are you still here? Like, I don't know, Amanda, if you're watching, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if you can come up, but if you're still here and you can come up just for a second, please, please, please do it. Amanda, if you're still here and you can come up for a second, please, please, please do it. I don't know if you're still here or if you can come up, but if you're here and you can come up, please do it. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you?
Very nervous.
Why?
Because you're like Santana, like
just normal.
You're
person.
A big deal.
I'm really not. I'm really not. We're just ordinary people. All of us.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So today is your 40th.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
It is. I honestly didn't expect to make it past 18. So it's been a lot of years that I didn't expect to have.
Well, I'll say this. I'm really happy that not only are you here and you are able to like see another day and spend time with us, spend time within the community, but that you're willing to trust us to be a part of your special day, your birthday, and like another day, another year. That's a huge thing. So I want to say happy birthday, right? But more than saying happy birthday, I want to do it how we do it here. Hey, W's in the chat for Amanda, guys. W's in the chat for Amanda. Happy fucking birthday, Amanda. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Santana. Thank you.
Absolutely. I wish you all the love in the world. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Do something kind for yourself. If you know, like if you don't have any plans, at the very least, just take some time to relax and try to enjoy yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you to the chat and the community. You guys have been amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for coming up. Thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for allowing us to spend a little bit of time with you on your birthday.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Santana. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Debbie's in the chat for Amanda, guys. So fucking awesome. I appreciate the hell out of her. I appreciate the hell out of our community and what we do and what we're about. Debbie's in the chat for Drew for the $5 donation, saying now you and Dean live permanently in his head rent free. I think that's in a lot of people's heads. If I'm going to be honest, in a lot of people's heads. Also, W's in the chat for Christian for the $5 donation, saying I love freshly cooked donuts and is. W's in the chat for Christian. All right, guys, listen. We're gonna actually get out of here. I don't know if you guys heard, but the knock on the door was a knock that I was expecting. We got some work that has to be done here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Our HVAC has been fucked for a while, and they're finally coming to fix the air. And I am desperately in need of them to come and fix the air. So that's what they're here to actually fix the air. So I'm gonna have to hop off here, but I will be back later. I will be back this evening, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, late nights with Santana. We will be back, and we will get back into the conversation about how America runs. So please, 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 if you're available, join us 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, late nights with Santana. Let's go ahead and get it going.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. Guys, fucking great short stream, but it was still a great stream. We'll be back later at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, late nights with Santana. I will try to be back in the morning for more sparring. Just depends on what happens with this HVAC, but we will be back, guys. Go rate Parker. I see my little brother just hopped on live. Go show him some love. Spam Parker. He's on his main account. Parker, get a job. Spam Santana Ray. Love from Santana. Go over. Watch the debate. Show him some love. I might be in there at some point if I can. But guys, go over and show Parker some love. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for gifts, taps, likes, shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being amazing. I love you all. And as always, peace.